Hello, welcome again. I would like to introduce the session Risk Assessment Tool. In this session, I will introduce Radius, a simple earthquake damage estimation software. In order to establish proper management plan for earthquake risk reduction, it is imperative that city planners have an understanding of the extent of possible damage to their cities in the event of future earthquake. Radius provides an important support in developing this understanding through development of contingency scenario for any potential future earthquake. The main purpose of Radius program are to facilitate preliminary estimation of earthquake damage in developing countries, to be used by city administrator and general public, not for professional purposes, and to raise awareness of earthquake risk. The basic characteristics of Radius program is that it has been made as useful and accessible as possible. It runs on widely available platforms like Microsoft Excel. It is simple, user-friendly, and the user instructions are included in the software itself. It is not a GIS type of program. Radius program use commonly available city information like shape of target region that entered as a grid, population and its distribution, building inventories and its distribution, ground characteristics or soil condition, lifeline information, and choice of scenario earthquake and its parameter. The output of the program are ground shaking distribution, building damage, lifeline damage, human impact like number of deaths and injuries, the result shown in summary tables and thematic maps. Let's see the data input process in Radius program. The grid or mesh in Radius program is a set of Excel cells which define the target region. The user need to create uniformly spaced grid or mesh over the target region. A uniform mesh spacing of 1 to 5 km is usually recommended. The user then need to enter the data manually into Radius program in a specified format. The user also need to enter the total population of the target region and the total number of building counts. The user then need to enter the data manually into Radius program in a specified format. The user also need to enter the total population of the target region and the total number of building counts. The user will redefine the mesh area by giving input from top left to bottom right corner cell. Area ID is the unique identification number given to an area in Radius program. The user may choose to have as many as area ID as equal to the mesh ID. The user also need to enter the name of the area ID, as the user would be able to identify easily with a name rather than a number. Mesh weights are relative importance factor based on the user's view of what should be the relative building density for the city or target region under consideration. In Radius program, the user entered the mesh weight in the basic input data sheet from 0 to 4, where 0 represents none, 1 represents low, 2 represents average, 3 represents high, and 4 represents very high level of vulnerability. In Radius program, the user specifies the local soil type classification for each of the mesh in the target region from 0 to 4, where 0 represents unknown, 1 represents hard rock or bedrock, 2 represents soft rock, 3 represents sedimentary rock, and 4 represents soft soil. The user need to enter the local soil type classification in the basic input data sheet for each of the mesh in the target region as specified. This soil type is used for determining the dynamic amplification in the ground shaking. There are 10 building classes are adopted in Radius program. These have been classified on the basis of the strength of building against shaking in the earthquake. The explanation of each building classes is given in the program itself. The user need to input building types data for each area in percentage. This percentage of each building type will then be used for calculating the number of each type of building in each mesh. The radius program could be used for earthquake damage estimation for many lifelines, but not for some other essential facilities like railways or telecommunication. The list of lifelines for which the earthquake damage could be estimated in radius program is given in the program itself. The program needs information on the scenario earthquake for which losses are to be analyzed. The user may use a famous historical earthquake or a user-defined earthquake for analysis. In the case of user-defined earthquake, the user needs to enter the information of all required earthquake parameters. However, in the case of historical earthquake, the required earthquake parameters are taken from the famous historical earthquake and are inbuilt into the radius program. In radius, the results shown in summary tables and thematic maps. The output presents in 6 tables with the calculated results and inventory data for all the meshes. These are building counts, damage to building with counts, mean damage ratio of building, casualties such as deaths and injuries, and lifeline facilities damage ratio. The specific application of radius tools are understanding of cities' earthquake risk, estimation of impact of past well-known earthquakes, estimation of impact of any possible future earthquake, delineation of planning policies by decision makers, and education of risk awareness of the public. There are some caution to be noted about radius program. The program uses simplified methodologies to enable speedy calculation and to maintain easy to use features. The program outputs may be used for preliminary earthquake damage estimation only. It should not be used for a detailed and exact site-specific earthquake analysis or detailed microzonation. Experts in the respective field should be consulted from a precise estimation of loss values. Using radius program, the user can understand what an earthquake disaster is, to which extent the damage would appear, and where the weak point which caused greater damage in a city if the scenario earthquake were to strike a city. This information is very important and useful for effective seismic disaster reduction measures. The goal of earthquake damage estimation is not a calculation of damage, but an accurate starting point for seismic disaster reduction. So, thank you very much for your kind attention.